Hi dear students, dear friends, welcome to Gallant IAS and this is our Let's Score 120 Plus in Prelims series. Yeah, we must expect a cutoff which is above 100. So it is always safer to score 120 plus in prelims. We must practice for that. And this is mastering answer selection strategy, answer solving strategy. That means even though that topic is not known to us, or we may feel that we haven't gone through it comprehensively, but still with our common sense and with the basic knowledge, we shall find out the exact answer of certain questions and we will practice them. So my dear friends, let us start now. Before that, let me tell you, this is not the time for hibernation. Don't be lazy. Don't think that prelims is too far away. Don't think so. It is just 120 plus days. Just 128 days to go for your prelims 2021. So I know that many of you guys are practicing your mains portions going on. Mains answer writing of GS papers are going on. That is good. But take care, every day a quality time, hours you should spend on your prelims preparation, prelims revision practices also. Yeah, here our first question is, consider the following pairs. So this is again a potential topic for your, from history, for your civil service examination prelims. Yeah, that is all about a revolutionary phase. Okay, a revolutionary phase of Indian national movement, moderate phase, extremist phase, revolutionary phase and Gandhian phase. Questions could be asked like this: some revolutionary events and their significance or people associated with them. That way they can ask questions. So here it is, revolutionary events and accused leaders. Match the pair type of question. See, four pairs are there. Assembly bomb case. You remember that assembly bomb case, Kakori train dacoity, Chittagong armory raid, attempt to murder Harding. These are some very popular revolutionary events happened in the course of the freedom struggle. Okay, and see some leaders associated with each event. Assembly bomb case, Bhagat Singh and Azad. Kakori train robbery, Ram Prasad Bismil and Asfala Khan. Chittagong armory raid, Suraj Sen. Attempt to murder Harding, Khudiram Bose. Now you must find out whether these given pairs are correct or not. You know, assembly bomb case which so happened in 1929. Yeah, it is throwing bomb at the Central Assembly and it is to protest against the passage of two bills, that is Public Safety Bill and Trade Dispute Bill. Public Safety Bill, Trade Dispute Bill. Both are basically meant to curtail the rights of working classes. Both these public safety bill and these trade dispute bills, you know, totally against the interest of Indians. To protest the passage of such bills, yes, there is throwing of bomb at the Central Assembly. And Bhagat Singh was associated with that event. But you take care, Bhagat Singh and Azad. On seeing Bhagat Singh, all of a sudden you will make the hasty conclusions. Don't go for that. Read both the pairs or read both these things. You see Bhagat Singh and Azad. Azad has no connection with that. Okay, you might have heard about that Dutt. Dutt and this Bhagat Singh, these are two people who are associated with this throwing bomb at the Central Assembly. 1929. Okay, so that first one is not correctly matched. You can eliminate. The choice codes given here. A is eliminated. B is eliminated and D is also eliminated. 2 and 3 has to be your answer. So this is simply the basic common sense, you know. You just see assembly bomb case, that pair is not matching because Azad is nowhere in the picture there. So we eliminated that answer choice. So obviously we have to remove, yes, choice A, B and D, and we, without solving other pairs, we reached out the answer, that is 2 and 3 only. Let's check the second one, Kakori train dacoity. Obviously Kakori train dacoity, we know that Yeah, 1925, which is under Hindustan Republican Association, under the banner of this revolutionary organization, Hindustan Republican Association, and the leader was Ram Prasad Bismil and Ashfullah Khan or Rajendra Lahiri, Chandrasekhar Azad. All these people were associated with that Kakori train robbery. That was an attempt to loot this British official railway cash in order to finance revolutionary activities. Okay, so Kakori train dacoity, which is near to Lucknow, that was happened, and 1925 under this Hindustan Republican Association, and Ram Prasad Bismil was his chief leader. Okay, his mastermind. Now second statement is correct, or second pair is correct. Chittagong Armory raid, that was in 1930s. 1930s, you know, Chittagong Armory raid. It is this is an attempt to raid this British armory. Okay, Chittagong Armory 1930. Leader was Surya Sen. That is matching pair. Now attempt to murder Harding. Attempt to murder Harding, that was done by Rash Behari Bose. Okay, Rash Behari Bose, not Khudiram Bose. Harding, he was the then viceroy. It was in 1912. It was in 1912. It was all related to shifting of the capital, British capital, from Kolkata to Delhi, and on official ceremony, yes, his entry was there. Viceroy Harding's entry was there. That time you can see that an attempt was made to like throw a bomb on him, on his, that was by Rash Behari Bose and his followers, not Khudiram Bose. Khudiram Bose and Prafulla Chowki, they were associated with an attempt to murder this infamous British judge of Muzaffarpur King's Fort. Okay, so this kind of the questions you can expect in your prelims examination. Revolutionary organization, their leaders or their place of action, or maybe questions would be like these: major events connected with each revolutionary organization, or major revolutionary events and their leaders or accused. This way UPSC can ask questions. Be strong in that. Okay, so answer is C is your answer. Now there is a question which is regarding the campaigns or agitations. See, anti-Carlyle circular campaign, salt agitations, forest satyagraha, no rent, no revenue campaign. Which of the agitations mentioned associated with the CDM? CDM, you know that, which is civil disobedience movement. Civil disobedience movement, you know, something which is 1930, 1932. And civil disobedience is like, this is disobeying these British black laws. Infamous laws. Okay, that is civil disobedience. So if you apply that common sense, you can see that even though you have no idea with the first one, you know that salt agitation is there. British imposed tax on salt, the cheaper item which is essential for every household, for fish curry or whatever, for vegetable curries, for all things, you know, for all cooking, salt is, pinch of salt is required. Even on that cheaper item, salt, British imposed tax here. Tax laws are there. Salt Act is there. So against such a cheaper act or black act, there is a movement which is civil disobedience movement, started with the Dundee March. Okay, so salt agitation, forest satyagraha. Forest satyagraha is violation of the British forest laws. There is no entry into reserved forest. You know, the tribal people, they mostly depend on the resources from the forest. So like for grazing, for you see that for cutting the grass or cutting the twigs or for collecting the honey, other resources from the forest, they have to enter the forest. So yes, breaking the forest laws, there is forest satyagraha in this Maharashtra or in this Chandigarh, etc. Okay, the people conducted forest satyagraha, no rent, no revenue campaign. These are basic logic, you know. Civil disobedience means it is, yes, disobeying the British black laws, British illegal inhuman laws. So 3, 4 and 2 matching. You just go for this, anti-Carlyle circular, that is something which is related to Swadeshi movement. Okay, the chief secretary of this Bengal, he issued a circular that those organizations, those educational institutions and students who key to this like British education, yes, such institutions will not be provided with any assistance, any financial assistance. Okay, those who, I mean, Swadeshi means it is like rejecting, boycotting Videshi, accepting Swadeshi. Okay, so the foreign goods, foreign services, foreign education institutions are boycotted by these Indians, and they promoted Swadeshi education, Swadeshi goods and Swadeshi services, etc. So when such a thing happened, there is a strong campaign, there is a circular issued by this then Chief Secretary of Bengal, that if anybody cheat this British education, they have to face the consequences, and such educational institutions will not be receiving any further financial assistance. So that is Carlyle circular. And the Cunningham circular is, that is in Assam, that is a circular related to civil disobedience movement. Okay, so anti-Cunningham circular campaign happened during CDM, anti-Carlyle circular campaign happened during Swadeshi. So here the question is, what all associated with the civil disobedience? Your answer has to be 2, 3 and 4 only. 2, 3 and 4 only. Okay, so have an idea what all the events happened at various occasions of national movement. With reference to Pune Pact 1932, moving on to third question. With reference to Pune Pact 1932, consider the following statements. Pune Pact is nothing. Where what happened? Yes, the separate electorate concept. This was replaced with the joint electorate. Joint electorate. Okay, there was a huge demand for separate electorate, and Ramsay MacDonald, what he done is communal award. He issued that communal award. Then there is a strong protest by Gandhiji. Gandhiji believed communal award means it is providing separate electorate to depressed classes of India. If separate electorate is provided, it is against unity and integrity of the nation. That is why Gandhiji, yes, he started fast and to protest that separate electorate. Finally, there is a Pune Pact signed between Gandhiji and Ambedkar. In Pune Pact, they jointly agreed for joint electorate instead of separate electorate. So joint electorate will be there, and for the depressed classes or untouchables, there will be more reservation and representation. That was the agreement. So it strengthened the communal award of 1932. No, it weakened that communal award. Okay, Pune Pact, it was like agreeing for joint electorate in place of separate electorate. Communal award provided for separate electorate for depressed classes, but here this Pune Pact provided for joint electorate in place of separate electorate. So the first statement itself is a wrong statement. To provide a joint electorate with the reserved seats for depressed classes. Joint electorate with the reserved seats for depressed classes, exactly true. The second statement is true. And the third one, Gandhiji began a massive Harijan campaign following Pune Pact. Exactly. In order to strongly implement this, in order to uplift the status of the Harijans or untouchables, Gandhiji started Harijan Sevak Sangh, and there is a rigorous movement, there is a strong movement to uplift this status of the Harijans untouchables. Okay, there is a strong demand for temple entry for untouchables. There is strong campaigns for promoting the education, health, hygiene among the untouchables, and there is strong call for giving up eating of carrion beef and giving up liquor, etc. among these untouchables. So all the way Gandhiji started a strong Harijan campaign in order to socially, economically and politically uplift Harijan untouchables, for which he started Harijan Sevak Sangh, and a strong movement he started. Reflection could be seen in states like Kerala also, where there is a strong movement. There was a strong movement for temple entry of the lower caste or untouchables, and educational upliftment, social upliftment, so many movements happens. So the second and third statements are correct statements. First statement is wrong statement. So simply take care that sometimes UPSC will, in order to confuse you, they will be giving you contradictory statements. Okay, so take care. Basic concepts must be very clear to you. Communal award you see that is something for separate electorate. That is a divide and rule policy of British only. By providing separate electorate, there will be further division among this Indian Hindu community. Okay, Gandhiji anticipated that, or Gandhiji understood that, and Gandhiji demanded for joint electorate. Okay, joint electorate. But the views of Gandhiji and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, they are totally different. They had different views on this particular issue. So second and third statements are correct only. My suggestion to all of you guys is, you just try to solve maximum number of questions. Try to solve maximum number of UPSC standard potential questions, which will definitely accelerate your chance of winning this year, cracking this year. So don't ever think like this. Yes, don't go for that kind of overestimations and underestimations. Okay, so be confident, be receptive, and solve maximum number of questions. Every day you set a target of solving this much number of questions for your prelims. That way you are doing that revision. Same time you balance your mains preparation till this August first week. After that, fully you switch over to your prelims. Okay, so take care of that. That's it. All the best. Your feedback and suggestions can be put in the comment box. Thank you.